Change that.
And there we are.
Woo!
Yeah.
Take the hun, evening, gents. Lucky bat. Ooh woo!
Ooh woo!
Here's my Null Oil. I haven't touched this in a while.
Had a real weird thing when I was setting up the stream today. So I changed the thumbnail to have Warden's 5 on it to go along with our number, and it said I was out of thumbnail changes for today. And I haven't changed any thumbnails today, and so I just refreshed and did it again, and it was fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, very weird.
I guess you shouldn't be changing so many thumbnails.
I know. I
That is
changed
weird.
so many, I guess I forgot that I didn't change any.
It's weird though that there could be any limit, because it's very conceivable that we want to change, potentially
All of
many of the thumbnails. Yeah, we could change hundreds and hundreds. So it's weird that there'd be a cap.
Yeah, I wonder if it's one of those things where, like, it thinks like a computer's changing them or something.
You're changing them too fast.
Yeah. Hashtag CAPTCHA.
Mm-hmm.
It's very weird.
Radioactive Bear, yo, Cake the Bandit. Yo, can actually hobby during the stream now. Sweet.
Woo!
Ooh, ooh. What brush do I want? This one. Justin M. Hey guys, 4 second Fortnite, yeah boy. Dancing Tomb, Evening Jay and Nick. How was your Thanksgiving dinner and Black Friday? Oh, Black Friday was crazy. We trampled so many old ladies.
Yeah, it was
to
worth
get
it.
PS5s.
Oh yeah.
Big Beast catching another stream at 3 a.m. UK time.
I want to watch it. EOB evening, fellas. Jay just rewatched an old airbrush video. How in the world did you get yours to blow out the front and the top of the airbrush?
I think I took out the needle and then put the airbrush back together and then put paint and air through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pro tip, don't do that. But it does make for a fun, catastrophic failure.
Exactly. I know that with that clip, the original clip has giggling up the wazoo. Speaking up the wazoo,
Yeah.
that's a bubbly. The stream is actually sponsored by Bubbly Sparkling Water.
Ah, that'd be so
Not,
awesome.
but yeah, it'd be great.
I wish. They don't return our calls anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have shown up at their offices naked.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
Yeah,
You gotta try.
You get one shot to make an impression, Sometimes
You do.
just,
Gotta make an impression. Just them, I did my very first kit bash today. It actually went pretty well.
Ooh, nice.
What'd you kit bash?
Radioactive Bear, I bought a second-hand Hellblaster now, and only now realized that the tube was broken and not connecting to the gun. You could probably cut the whole tube off, and then it would probably look okay as long as there's no tube. And so there's nothing for people to be like, hey, what's missing? Or you could make you could cut the tube off and then make a new tube out of wire or green stuff.
Green tube. Nathaniel Smith, I bought the new Squidmar airbrush when I really shouldn't have, but worth it.
Neat. Oh yeah, it looks like a premium brush.
Yeah. When is yours coming?
I already have the world's most premium brush, the Harder and Steinbeck Infinity.
How much is this airbrush?
I don't know. Also, who makes it? Because Squidmar doesn't make brushes.
That'd be hilarious if he was sitting there making airbrushes.
Milling them. Soldering connections. Radioactive Bear. Jay, how would you paint a model before putting it on a base? You could glue it down to just an empty base with the intention of breaking it off later. Or what I like to do is I like to use these little cubes of wood with double stick tape, and then you put the model's feet down on the double stick tape, and that'll hold the model.
Well, there you go.
Justin M. It was a Nurgle DM tech priest, a Nurgle death metal tech priest. I used the sorcerer from the Glatkin box and a bunch of AdMech bits. Oh, cool. Imper, what dynasty is the Necron going to be? It is going to be from the White Armor dynasty.
Whoa. It's pretty wild. John B. and Kick the Bandit say it's a Harder and Steinbeck. That's who makes the Squidmar brush.
Okay, so yeah, maybe it is of similar quality. Holy cow, and then he's got to charge a Squidmar price on top of that? Although, those Harder and Steinbeck has some, I don't want to say budget airbrushes, but some not $300 airbrushes. Squidmar airbrush.
Yeah, I do not know how to find. I found his page on it, but I haven't found how to buy it. I don't know how to buy it.
Does he have a new
Maybe
video?
Maybe I'm just an idiot though.
He just put out a video, I think, called Big Announcements. Maybe that's the airbrush?
It probably has it in there. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm getting a Manscaped ad. Oh, look.
Ooh.
Look. Stop.
I can hear it.
I just paused it like twice and it just started playing it. Against my will. Harder and Steinbeck Limited Edition. Follow the link here. Squid is the new black. Oh, is it just a print you can buy on any of their products? Our collaboration with Squid Miniatures, we've been strong. The beautiful tools inspire us to make beautiful works, and Emil has really pushed us to open the boundaries in terms of what we can achieve aesthetically with the airbrushes. Squidmar Silverline CR Plus FPC comes in a 2-in-1 set. The Squidmar brush will be available to order until 11th December 2021, and after that, never again. How do I buy it? Oh, okay. Okay, so it looks like it's 200, 217, 242. That's it. So there's three options. The 2-in-1, the airbrush 2-in-1 and holder. Don't buy the holder. And the airbrush 2-in-1 holder and air hose. The Harder and Steinbeck holder doesn't make any sense because it's a little tiny thing with 2 feet. It looks like a desk toy, and that's not what you want. Like, just a proper airbrush holder that clamps to the table is far superior to the Harder and Steinbeck holder. So yeah, just buy the 2-in-1 for 200 pounds or euros. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be expensive, folks.
Yeah. Jason M. Hey everyone, got an old Eldar Army and Codex in the mail today. It's kind of funny how most of these vintage models are still current. Yeah, that's the Eldar.
GeForce member 45, you guys get anything good for Black Friday? I got myself a Mechanicus Chicken Walker.
Oh, neat. We did actually get things.
We did.
We got battle mats.
We got battle mats. We got some frontline gaming battle mats.
I hope we get them and then we're just like, oh, this is far too much mat. We didn't need this much mat.
Because we bought the, not biggest size, but we bought the second biggest size even though we'll probably use them for kill team.
Yeah.
But it might make it easier for filming purposes, though. But we'll probably find out that. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Probably.
Justin M, there is never too much mat. Oh, there could be too much mat.
Oh yeah. I mean the kill team size mats are $20. We could have got a dozen of them for the price of these mats we bought.
I mean, technically, these the sale goes until Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So we can still buy them. We can buy double the mat for 25% off.
Yeah.
Quarter of the price. Linku11. I left my dislike, my lords. Perfect. Like everyone should.
Mm-hmm. Like everyone did, right?
I mean, I'm looking at the number, and not everyone did.
All right, we're closing the stream.
Yep, you're here, folks.
That was your you all had your chance.
If we don't get 25 dislikes within the next minute, we're not doing the stream.
Yeah, let's do it. Balint Barus. Also, hobby time here, progressing on some regular and assault intercessors. Ah, neat.
We had 28, so I think we'll be fine.
The Jackster. Have you ever played Space Hulk? Yes, we have played Space Hulk, and I played the Space Hulk video game, which was just a port of the board game.
There's actually a video on the channel of us playing Space Hulk.
Expertly.
It is. Yeah, it's widely regarded as one of the best battle ports ever made. And it actually has kind of a lot of views for being garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of a giant surprise. But we literally put that out like a day or two after they were making the new, or, you know.
Yeah, they re-released Space Hulk.
Yeah. New version. When did that come? Let's see. Jason M, I disliked when I arrived. Seems like the thing to do. I mean, that's what everyone should be doing.
Mm-hmm. GeForce 55, the Hardensteinbeck Ultra is a really good airbrush, only about $100. Oh, cool. Yeah, I went as Ninjon would say, full ball sack, and I bought the most expensive airbrush Hardensteinbeck sells. And it's very nice, but I don't know if it's as nice as the price. Because I also have a Badger Patriot, and that airbrush is excellent, and is $70.
The Space Hulk video has gotten 4 views in the last 48 hours.
Good, because it deserves it.
I don't mean to brag, but in the last 28 days, it has it got 56 views with an estimated 10 cents.
Wow, very nice.
I know.
What are you going to spend your half on?
I'm going to invest it.
Yeah, I think me too.
I'm gonna
Dogecoin. I always do Doge.
0.0000000000001% of it Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it has 33,000 views. Pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. Vic ONG, any ideas of using the new Age of Sigmar Bone Reapers to kit bash with Necrons? Yeah, I feel like you could totally do that. Just do head swaps or body swaps and paint them the same color. I feel like they'd be fairly indistinguishable.
Justin M, where is part 2? Well, gotta ask, you know, previous Nick and Jay, what happened to part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we didn't make another one, honestly, because it did get kind of a lot of views pretty much immediately.
Maybe because everybody in the comments yelled at us for getting all the rules wrong.
Yeah, it could be it. It could be because everyone was like, "This sucks. This is garbage."
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys even read the rules? Like literally every comment is just
because we did get all the rules wrong, but
saying it sucks. Yeah, a couple people, great vid.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Smith EDU. For that one.
Oh, that's pretty great. Jason M. Hey, did you all see the Ninjon dry brush kits? Looks cool, but too much for me, unfortunately. Ninjon's coming out with products? I saw Uncle Adam just came out with a brush set. We gotta get on it. We gotta get some brand to slap our name on some crappy product and get it to the people. I'm sure it's fine.
Yes. Maybe Apple Barrel will do a paint set with us.
That would be awesome. Honestly, that would be of our quality. That'd be on brand.
Yes. I would say it's on brand. Okay, buy these EOB approved Apple Barrel paints. Yeah. And if they don't go with us, we'll get Craft Smart.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get them to do it. I like this comment. So somebody said on this video, on the Space Hulk video, "Thank you for posting this video. I've been looking for a tutorial video and finally someone has posted it." Then this person responded to them and said, "This is everything except a tutorial video. The amount of mistakes and misunderstood rules is such that I'm not sure that this guy has ever read the rule book." And 5 people liked that comment.
Yeah.
Like, savage.
Mm-hmm.
Good old 6 years ago.
Yeah. Champ Styles, what brand of airbrush do you recommend using anyways? I really like my Badger Patriot 105. Nice and cheap with really cheap replacement parts. And actually, I feel like the replacement parts I bought are better quality than what came with the airbrush, because the original needle I had a milled. It was milled to get it to a point, which meant that there were micro ridges that caught the paint, and I really had to use a lot of force to pinch the tip and pull the tip dry off of the airbrush. The new one I bought is, it may have been milled originally, but it seems to have been polished. And so it's just super smooth, and the paint falls right off when I touch it. It's really nice. I don't know if just over the year they changed up their manufacturing on the needles, but it's real nice.
Jason M. Badger Patriot is on sale on Amazon right now, at least for me at least.
Ah, neat. Radioactive Bear, I've got a kit batch painting challenge for you. Make Rogel Dorn from how he appears in If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. That's okay. I like it. I like If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, but I don't know if I want to sacrifice a Centurion for the joke. Centurion is one of my all-time favorite models. The Jackster, I want to play it so badly, but don't want to shell out $200 for it. Well, if you get the Steam game, it is exactly the board game for whatever it sells for on Steam, $10. So and you can play through all of the book missions.
Wouldn't it be funny if that was also $200?
It would be really funny.
Just nobody would ever play the game. Harry McGill, what is your advice for painting flames?
paint your fire white, and then paint it yellow. And then towards the top of the flame, paint a little bit of orange. And then moving further up the fire, paint a little bit of it red. And then at the very tippy top, dry brush black. And that'll represent the soot and the smoke. But that is a surefire way of getting pretty good fire. Base coat white, base coat yellow, and then paint on some orange, paint on some red, and then paint on some black. Chris Franklin, why are Games Workshop metallics so horrible? Yeah, other than Lead Belcher, they're pretty bad. Frozen Throng, it's an artist opus thing. Artist opus, I have brushes that look suspiciously identical to the artist opus brushes in the Army Painter Masterclass dry brushes, and these are excellent. They're wonderful. I don't have any problem with them. I don't have any hairs falling out. The bristles are nicely trimmed. They're nice and springy. And it was a set of 3 for $20, which is still fairly expensive, but not nearly as expensive as the artist opus stuff. I'm not saying that one is a good value and the other one's a ripoff. I also bought this makeup brush for $2, and it's perfect. And I've been using and abusing it for years and years, and it still looks perfect. So.
And you even do your makeup with it, right?
I do, yeah. I put on my rouge. Ryan Yee, EOB palette water. Yeah!
That's a good idea. Sell palette water. This is used EOB palette water.
You only want to watch it? The fact that Squidward's airbrush is limited makes me nervous about getting spare parts. I'm 100% sure it is just reskinned versions of their normal airbrushes. And whatever, I already closed the tab, but whatever it says it was, you can get parts for it. For sure. That's not the exclusive thing about it. The exclusive thing is the artwork.
And that you're supporting him.
Yeah, and you're supporting him. That's why to buy it. Is to have a badass looking airbrush and to support Squidmar. And that's why I'm buying 3. For Black Friday.
There you go. Ooh, Nathaniel Smith, I would love to have an EOB personal mouth for cleaning my brushes.
Yeah, a little brush licking. Just what's the deal with the cardstock bases in that video? Oh, I was really peeved that the new Space Hulk models don't fit very well on the old Space Hulk tiles, and so I cut pieces of plastic card the same size as the tiles, in the hopes that would fix it, so that models weren't wanting to tip over or reach past the little squares, and it didn't work.
There you go.
John B., I have 6 Centurions I have no idea what to do with. Are they built, unbuilt? I love Centurions. I would... Yeah, throw them out in a box to me. They're also crazy expensive, so just flip them. Flip them if you don't want them. Reactive Bear. It's not sacrificing a Centurion, it's improving a Centurion. Nah, the Centurion is my favorite kit. It's my favorite Space Marine kit. I absolutely love it. Harry McGill, I used a red primer for priming the flames. Should they still be based white? Probably. I mean, the majority of the fire should be yellow. Because not much of fire is actually red. Fire is mostly yellow, so it should probably be mostly yellow.
But in cartoons, there's a lot of red.
That is true. I mean, the fire Bionicle was red.
Right. Obviously.
Yeah. is matte medium?
Matthew medium. Good old Matt. Radioactive Bear J, do you prime the models if they are on the wooden block with the double stick tape?
Yeah. And the block gets a little dirty, but whatevs.
Right, you just call it a dirty block and you spank it.
Dirty little block. Little cube of wood.
Yeah, you dirty cube of wood, you.
Sides of 1 inch.
Yeah, getting all paint on it.
I actually have done a pretty good job of finishing stuff because originally I had 50 of these blocks and I had used almost all of them. And now finally I have more in the drawer than in use.
Well, I remember for a long time you had a bunch of Legion on them.
Yes. And now I have a bunch of Legion to be put on them.
Yeah, there you go. I only want to watch it. EOB ASMR CD, 50% burps, 50% compressor sounds, 10% hows. How? How?
Ow.
Oh. Nickeries, those bases are great. If only there was a channel I could subscribe to with a library of basing tutorials.
If only.
Ah, maybe one day such a channel will exist. We definitely should do a base off against Miniac.
Oh yeah.
That's one of those things that needs to happen.
There, and I would love for him to do a reading of his outro. That's base more minis for us.
That would be pretty good. Maybe we can, if he goes to Adepticon, we can corner him.
Yeah.
We can make him do it live.
He's never watched our videos.
No. I bet he has seen one at one point.
Maybe.
I would bet money he's seen one.
I could believe he's never been onto the half of YouTube where normal folks paint. Like, he's a very Sam Lenz, Vincey V, Angel Heraldez, greatest painters in the world.
This is true. I bet he has seen one of our videos though. Guaranteed.
Frozen Throg. I painted blue fire once. It was not yellow or red. Ah! I'm a big old liar.
Right.
I remember when I used to go camping when I was little, you could buy this little can of powder that you put in the fire to make the fire change colors, and it never did anything.
Really? I recently got an ad for that. Like as a Black Friday ad, and I'm not searching for fire that's rainbow, but it showed like a little video of it happening. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool if I was young.
Is it possible that the Google satellites saw us having a bonfire?
Ooh, maybe.
The Jeffrey Bezos satellites were watching us at all times.
I could imagine that being the case. Weird. EJ95, I'm late to the party. How's everyone going? Well, everyone's drunk.
So we're great.
Yeah. Exactly. It's pretty bad. I agree with PJ McMurray. Only 36 dislike. It must be the holiday weekend where YouTube is slowly eliminating the dislikes. If you have the button, hit that thumbs down.
Yeah.
This is true. Geez, I wonder if we streamed yesterday, how many people would have been here?
I don't know. It would have been kind of interesting, but I didn't want to.
I didn't want to either. I also didn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
In the matter.
Yeah, I mean,
there's plans.
Yeah, my family wanted to see me or something.
Yuck. Well, they want to see you, but then you sit there quietly as they discuss stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me.
Yeah, as they discuss being old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you know that we're gonna die? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I have a weird pain in my foot. I don't know what it is.
So when are you gonna get a job?
Oh, are you still doing that drafting? Yeah, it's always fun.
G-Force member 45. I'm not drunk, just high off of the super glue rattle can fumes. Alternative votes. I really hope that Karn gets a new model. When the WE when jeez. WE Corn WE. How would we know these acronyms? In updates. World Eaters. World Eaters get an update. That's the Chaos Legion of Corn. His current model kind of... I agree. I don't love the new model, but I guarantee that's all we're getting because that model is not very old. And it's plastic. It's all right, but yeah, I do agree. It's not perfect.
World Eaters. Everyone knows this but us.
Mm-hmm. I got there eventually. Radioactive Bear. Jay, what is your favorite Dreadnought model? Also, thanks for all of the painting advice. I love the regular old Venerable Dreadnought kit. It comes with tons of options. I have 5 of them. It's awesome. But I don't really think you can go wrong with Dreadnoughts. I don't think they've made a bad Dreadnought.
What about the cardboard one?
Honestly, there's things to be said for the cardboard one. It's cheap, easy to transport, not hard to paint.
Rosenthrog, acronyms, man. This is an acronym-free zone. The only acronym that we have is EOB.
Yeah. Chris Franklin painted 5 orcs, 2 D&D heroes, and a phase spider. I didn't get enough done. Damn. Chris Franklin flexing. S. Brian Lloyd, not me. Power went out here at 4:30 p.m. yesterday. Oops. Rough.
Just sitting there in the dark eating turkey. I mean, if you can even cook, depends on how your house is set up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the WWE?
No.
It's not my favorite either. That's the only acronym that I know.
Blake Palmer, speaking of painting tips, I'm struggling a bit freehanding my Ancient's banner in my command squad. Aside from practice, do you have any tips for freehanding? I would say practice would help a lot. I also think don't go for the tiniest brush possible. I would say use maybe a surprisingly large brush. And then, like, only go for the tiny brush at the very end of doing detail. Like, paint whatever you want to paint vaguely first, and then do corrections, and then add in more details and edges, and then make corrections, and then do your fine details, and then make corrections. But yeah, freehanding, it just takes work. I mean, freehanding is just painting, just real painting, where you have a thing in your brain and you try to put it down on paper or on, I guess, a canvas. So it's probably the most difficult thing.
Ominous Mecha. Did you know that the Tau have a flat planet? It's mostly grassland, so the fire-cast gunship pilots use it to train.
I did not.
Did you know that we live on a flat planet?
Yes, we do.
Perfectly flat disk. And the sun revolves around us?
Mm-hmm. And the other side are monsters.
Exactly. Storm Dragon. I was a professional artist / glassblower for 20 years, managing my own studio. Even as a master glassblower, my grandmother still asked me when I was going to give up my hobby and get a real job.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's how it will always be.
Mm-hmm. Always.
I think the only way to maybe, and I mean this is just a very slight maybe, is if you were on TV doing glassblowing or something.
I think if you're on TV, then... Oh, okay. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But did you make any money when you were on TV? And you say no, and you're like, oh, so you don't make any money, and then it all goes back down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, it was just an appearance on the news. Oh, well.
Yeah, it's an appearance on the news because of the murders that happened near my store.
Yeah, it actually had nothing to do with me being a glassblower.
Mm-hmm.
Storm Dragon. LOL, OMG, that was so right. Yes, our scenario is correct.
S. Brian Lloyd, I gave up being a professional artist to go in teaching. Better retirement plan. Ooh, nice. This is the fun part / the annoying part. Is painting the not highlighting, but painting on the energy effect on the weapons. Oh, I have to do it on this pipe.
Tedious.
It's a little tedious, and it's just hard. This is basically freehanding.
Mm-hmm.
It is freehanding.
I don't know. I see you using your hands. I would say that's not free
That's
of
true.
hands. You should paint with your mouth.
Yeah, freehanding was so last year. Now it's hands-free painting.
Yeah. Hands-free Bluetooth.
That's what the true pros are doing. Vince V just put out a video.
Yeah. How to paint with no hands. Look, Ma, no hands painting guide.
I still remember one of the questions. The only question I still remember on my welding exams was why do some MIG controller why do some MIG controllers have a button instead of a foot pedal? And the right answer was got no legs.
Amazing.
It could also be that you're laying on the ground and you can't operate a foot pedal. Although our teacher has said that in the past, what he used to do was he would actually put the foot pedal in between his legs, and he would like thigh master the pedal closed and open.
That's amazing.
Frozen Throg, when it comes to oils, have you ever looked at dot fillers? Dot fillers. Oh, are dot fillers Are those like the little tiny syringe pens? Dot fillers. Images.
Filters.
Oh, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Isn't a dot filler like comic book pages? Old comic book pages? He did it at 5. Yes, challenge for Jay to put paint in it, to paint with his mouth. That'd be really funny. It'd be like the tying a cherry stem into a knot. I take a model and I put it in my mouth, wiggle it around, and then bring it out, and it's perfectly painted.
Yeah, there you go.
That would make for a fun TikTok. We have to
and
perfectly match cut it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we should do it.
No, you know what it is? I put the model in my mouth, and then I take dropper bottles, and I start taking little hits of the dropper bottles.
Oh no. I mean, I think we should do it.
Mm-hmm.
What model do you think it would be? Something sharp?
Oh yeah, real pointy. Chaos Space Marines, probably.
I think that honestly, I think that'd be perfect for if we want to do a TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Wouldn't it be great if you could do YouTube shorts without having to have them display on your main page?
God, is it garbage?
It really
I don't
is.
know what the hell they're doing. Honestly, I hate separate apps for things. Like I don't know, because there's some stuff that they just separate their apps into 5,000 different things. But that's something that they should separate. It should be the YouTube app and then the YouTube Shorts app.
Probably.
It's two different things.
Yeah.
And it should run that way on the website too, because I don't want to watch vertical video when it's important.
Mm-hmm.
But although if you look at, if I see it's a minute long, I'm like, I know what this is. You're not gonna fool me. I would love to know the statistics on the YouTube Shorts and if it's actually working out for them.
That would be interesting.
I bet it's not.
Yeah. Well,
I know like Instagram Reels has a hard time competing.
Well, it's
and
also
if you look at the reels, it's just uploaded TikToks.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing.
It's also just hard from a creator standpoint because, if your video is 15 seconds long, it didn't take 15 seconds to make. It took an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Well, I guess it depends on what you're doing.
That is true. Yeah, if
Some
you're
of
just
the people
dancing or something.
Yeah.
But
yeah, which is coming. A J twerking. With me also twerking in it is coming soon.
But that was the problem with our content. Is like, oh, do I want to have a basing video takes me maybe 4 hours to put together, a quick one, and blow that in 15 seconds is not in a million years could that become worth it.
Right. Yeah, it's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So we're going to announce that we're quitting YouTube and going straight into TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't checked in a while, because I remember when we came back, I was looking at Warhammer TikTok and there wasn't like much. There was like one or two people that were like doing some pretty cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet there's a bunch of people out there now. Cause remember there's that one guy who was like doing lore.
Yeah.
Doing lore videos, and they were kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty funny. And then he was complaining about getting shadow banned because people stopped watching them.
Yes.
So you're not shadow banned. People just stop watching because that's what happens.
It's also true. I bet you can't ride YouTube Shorts out into the sunset.
No.
But yeah, I bet you have to constantly be coming up with new things.
Mm-hmm. EJ95 worst announcement ever. I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. So, we're all going to hop on over to TikTok.
Right.
We'll do a TikTok live.
Yeah. If we can't, we don't have enough.
Oh.
Yeah. I think you have to have 1,000 people.
That seems like they're cheating.
Yeah.
They've silenced us. We've been shadow banned.
We've been yeah, we've been shadow banned. There you go. You heard it here, folks. We're gonna see. How many people do we have? We have 935 followers on TikTok. So we're close. I saw this comment, but I missed it. Mandy D, hey, do you guys have any videos on how to pose armies for pictures? And I mean like a whole board. I tried to get some pics of my kill team terrain, but it looks off. I mean, we have a video on photography, model photography, but it doesn't really go into taking giant, big old photos of big boards or anything like that.
Yeah, Miniac has a really, really good video on image stacking. Or you could just look up image stacking, and there's probably lots of really, really good tutorials.
Our video goes over
Does
image stacking as well.
Ah.
But he shows the app. I don't think I showed it. I think I showed in Photoshop it being done.
Yeah, really, image stacking is kind of the only way to get a lot of things to be in focus.
Right.
For miniatures. I guess what if you had a crazy good camera and a telephoto lens, and you took the photo from like 60 feet away from your display board covered in miniatures, and then zoom in.
I don't think it matters. And probably not possible.
Yeah. Radioactive Bear. Jay, what do you think about Army Painter paints? I really like their washes, and their metallics are pretty good. I feel like their regular colors are a little bit hit and miss for me, although I've never tried them properly, which is a lot of people seem to have best results when they have an automatic paint shaker, because Army Painter paints seem to really separate a lot more than everyone else's paints.
Although we do have a little secret. Do you hear this?
Paint or agitators?
You know what that is?
Rocks?
It's speed paint.
Ah, speed paint! Ah, sweet! Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait to give those a shot.
So we'll be trying that out soon. Although there's some odd stuff with this that we'll discuss later. But yeah, we have some colors.
Nick Eris, did you all see Uncle Adam's paintbrushes? Yeah, you buy those paintbrushes and you can all of a sudden paint as good as Uncle Adam.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
I think once again that's a product to buy if you want to support Uncle Adam, which who wouldn't? But they look to just be some pretty good, probably size 1, 2, and 3 synthetic brushes. Frozen Throg, you basically dot the entire surface with different tones and then smear them in one direction, creating some interesting streaking. That does sound neat. Radioactive Bear, Jay, do you think Games Workshop will give us an Emperor model? No.
No.
I mean, it wouldn't be much. I mean, he'd just be a guy in a chair who can't move, and it automatically wins you the game.
Nick Shipley, you could do YouTube shorts without any extra effort, really. Just take a picture of a mini before you start painting it, then 13 more pictures after varying stages, then a final image, and you got it.
That's a surprising amount of work.
But we've done that a bunch, and nobody cares. Because
yes.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. You know, you're competing that, you know, a bunch of images going, you know, doing like a little time lapse almost, versus like people dancing and people having fun and jokes and crazy stuff. So it doesn't really work. Because the problem with, I mean, obviously you can go down a rabbit hole with algorithms and you can make sure everything is exactly tailored to what you like. But most people, everything's really general. So you're trying to appeal Warhammer stuff to a general audience, which is difficult. Especially because everything else is way more interesting.
Yeah. And taking photographs is not nowhere, like it wouldn't, because we can't just take an iPhone photo and expect to get views. It'd have to be, we have done things like that in the past. In some of our earlier videos where we did how to paint, I set up an extra camera and an extra whole setup properly lit, and then after every step I would stop painting, go over, put in the miniature, and then take a photograph, and it added tons of time, and it just really wasn't worth it. It was kind of neat, but in the end it wasn't that neat.
Yeah. I mean, nobody would watch that only.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Smith, just sounds like you don't want to dance. Oh, we dance. Like I've said many a times, our day job, we're strippers.
You can dance. You can dance, having the time of our life.
Yeah, that's Jay's song.
Yeah.
When he comes out. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It better add TikTok to the list of companies that Jay and Nick shill for. Oh yeah, it's a long list.
Oh yeah.
Me and DD, I want to get some nice shots of my terrain with some miniatures on it, but I'm just not good at posing it. I have a Canon 6D with some large lenses. Another problem I have sometimes with terrain is if the terrain looks really nice and the models look really nice, the models can kind of disappear in the terrain. I feel like if you have crazy nice models, you almost want the terrain to be a little bit plain.
Yeah, that's true.
So they stand out.
And you could do something that could maybe help a little bit, is you light your model separately from the terrain. So, you know, you can kind of make the terrain and stuff a little darker, or maybe a different color. Maybe have all the terrain be one color and have your model be normal color. You don't add any tint to it, essentially. But yeah, it's hard. Daniel Bear, 6D, what does the D stand for? Digital. I don't know if that's true, it just sounds right.
Stands for dancing.
It does. Dancing Queen. Manly P. Hall, 6D is 6D dice.
Ah, that's true.
Agreed.
Random Imperial Knights. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Top 10 Dreadnought model video when. That's not a bad idea. I do like some Dreadnoughts, and there have been tons.
How many are there?
Well, there's not that many unless you count a lot of the discontinued Forge World.
Which we do.
Which we do. The discontinued Forge World Dreadnoughts. Because every popular chapter got their own custom Venerable. A lot of them have gotten their own custom... what's the skinny Dreadnought? Not a Leviathan, not a Redemptor, a... God. The...
You can say any word now.
I know. Leviathan, the Contemptors. A lot of them have their own unique Contemptor dreadnoughts for 30k. So yeah, there's a whole bunch. Now there's the new Primaris Redemptor dreadnoughts. I would not count the stealth dreadnought, the mech. I forget what it's called, but it's not a dreadnought because there's not a dead guy in there. It's just piloted by an alive person, which does not count as a dreadnought. Lucky Bat, the Emperor was us the whole time.
Ah, yeah. You nailed it.
Ad42, I checked out the Hatchet website today after seeing the video about Imperium Magazine. Managed to pick up 240 pounds of Nighthaunt for 80 pounds. Sweet! That's really cool. I am hoping that sort of thing is going to happen when it comes out in the USA. I mean, I'd start a Nighthaunt army if I got it for 75% off.
Yeah. I mean, I'd do anything for that. Anything. Anything.
Radiox Bear, Jay, could you paint some Imperial Fist models? Yeah, possibly. Goldie Hood, do you have you done a video on how to set up a wet palette? I'm never sure if I have it correct. Yes, we have 2, but only watch one of them, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
I think like how to make a wet palette in 2 minutes. I think is what it's called.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you just type in, if you go to our channel and just type in wet palette, it'll pop right up. Both of them.
Okay, it's called The World's Best Wet Palette, costs $2.98.
Ah, there you go. And you know what? It's truth.
It's true.
I mean, I know Red Grass Games charges what, $50?
Something
for
like
a
that.
piece of paper and a sponge.
Yeah. And there's no point.
I mean, I guess the point is premium. It's a premium product. It's just a little bit nicer than... no, it's not nicer. It's the same exact thing as you'd buy from any cheap, regular wet palette. Man, you can use those in 40k as well. Yes, you can. But the Legion specific ones were created for 30k, but are totally usable in 40k. Nick Shipley, a lot of them have their own Leviathan Dreadnoughts too. That is true. Although the Leviathan Dreadnought I always keep flip-flopping on. If it's awesome or if it's eh.
You know what is awesome? The Eons of Battle Patreon stream, which is going to happen after this stream ends, which is going to end right now because it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah! Woo!
We had 3 videos out this week so far, so make sure you go watch all those videos. But if you want one extra video, that's coming out tomorrow on Saturday. We're going to be reviewing more Hammer and Bolter episodes.
Yeah!
And that's Patreon exclusive, which is a lot of fun. But we're going to be switching over to our Patreon-only stream. And this stream, you can actually call in and chat with us with your voice, which is a lot of fun. It's a fun way to end the week.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to take a piss and then do that.
Woo!
So, but we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. So join us for that.
All right, everybody. Good night, except the patrons. See you soon.
Yeah.